I'm gonna be able to pull this one off, folks. Let's see how this works. So this should KO, or actually just barely surviving that. They're getting off, even started farming a little bit more. We're going in here with our Metagross and farming it down. Are you kidding me? All right, but they have two shields. Oh, okay. Let's not get too high, crazy. All right, and what's it gonna be? This isn't gonna KO unless it's an earthquake. How's this gonna work? Can we get to another one? Oh my gosh, we're getting to another Meteor Mash, folks, and taking the win with the Metagross. Like we said, it can go toe-to-toe with it. Not very effective, but still doing a good amount of damage because it is one of those just OP moves. Into the next battle, we're met with another Swampert. Hey, okay, we'll take it. All right, so we're just going to take this one out. A lot of times you don't prepare for a swap after the first Hydro Cannon here. Maybe they know the matchup's not the best, but they're deciding to stay here, maybe just to do as much damage as possible, or absorb this and then gain some energy and retreat. Can also be another strategy. It looks like they're wanting to get off that energy again. We're still going to take this. Now I need to be careful here because they could potentially swap into a fighter, and I could just waste all that energy. They just take me out like a Shadow Machamp or something like that. Yes, it will. Your health will go down that fast because as they're swapping, as you're throwing it, you're doing damage. You're going to see a prime example at the end, exactly what I'm talking about. I put it in slow motion so you can see it. So, all right, up against a Metagross, swapping into our Metagross ourselves to catch this Meteor Mash. Beautiful, beautiful. We needed something like that to pull this off. So we're looking great. We're going to be going for our own Meteor Mash. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them. If we do, we're going to go in here with Conkeldurr and farm this thing all the way down. The Meteor Mash is not going to take us out. So, I mean, oh, they're going Earthquake. All right, that's even better, expending even more energy. We're building up a little bit extra beyond Dynamic Punch so we can be ready for whatever they do have in the back there, which is going to be that Swampert potentially and something else. Let's see. We have one shield. They have no shields. They're going in with a Swampert. I'm like, you know what? I'm shielding this and then farming. If it's a Togekiss, I'm done for. It's a Magnezone, and that's a good game, folks. And that's a wrap with Conkeldurr. Gonna go for that Dynamic Punch and take them out with the Conkeldurr's counter onto that Swampert. Beautiful. All right, let's keep this rolling here, folks. We're gonna be met with a Togekiss again. Yes, we love it. Are they gonna swap though? Let's see. Building up to the Body Slam. Looks like this time around we're not going for it immediately. Building a little bit of extra energy, potentially to give them illusion that we could maybe be going for a Skull Bash. Yeah, I mean, you could run Skull Bash on your Snorlax. It's pretty alright. Getting that defense boost. They're going to be going for Aerial Ace. Yeah, it's not the... still going to shield it up. They're going to be swapping into their Gyarados. And I'm going to stay here and get off this energy because we have the Metagross to go up against it. And we don't need to, gain some sort of energy advantage right now. We need to get out that energy onto the Gyarados so we can take it out as quick as possible with these next two Pokemon. So it looks like we're going in here with the Conkeldurr again. My Pokemon choice to counter Gyarados is a Conkeldurr. It works. It works. The counters do so much damage here. So just digging in here, unfortunately not able to get to a darn Dynamic Punch. But what we're going to do is go in with Snorlax and just bluff, have them use all this energy here, which is great. And then we can go in here with the Metagross and potentially farm down. Nope, they built up a ton of energy. Calling it that is going to be an Aqua Tail, and it is beautiful, so we're holding on to that shield. They're swapping into their Conkeldurr themselves, and I don't know. I think we can pull this off, but it's going to be very close. Oh, never mind. We're doing a ton of... On to the next battle. Just got a couple more battles for you, folks. So we're going to be met with another Swampert, okay? And this guy's like, nah, I don't like that. Swapping into Dragonite, and we're going to go right into our Metagross. You already know. You already know what this is. So I don't hit all of them because I want to farm. Check it out. Yeah, definitely don't want to hit an excellent there. We need to gain a little bit of extra energy for the Pokemon that they're going to be bringing in next. Beautiful. We have that energy that we need and low health. That is the perfect condition to be in for myself personally. They can't farm, and we're going to be able to get off something here, and that is going to be this Earthquake. Unfortunately, the Swampert is going to be able to accumulate a decent amount of energy in that short amount of time because of its quick moves are just disgusting. And Hydro Cannon is disgusting, right? Alright, so going in here with the Snorlax to absorb these Hydro Cannons because it can do that even as a Shadow form. Going for the Body Slams just, to get it out of here or to burn some shields. Their last shield, we still have two left. I do believe I let this go through too. No, we're going to shield it up. I think we're getting a little low, and I'm thinking if they have a Togekiss, I'm screwed, and there's the Togekiss. Okay, exactly. Alright, so we're going to be going for Stone Edge here. This is not going to KO, but bring it very low. Let's go. Check this out. Oh. You did what you needed to do, Conkeldurr. You got that Stone Edge through. All right, so what's the game plan here? We'll let this go through because that's not threatening. Lick it down, and then we're going to be going for the... Now, technically, I should have just licked down. But watch. Let's see how this works. All right, shielding this up. We should be able to just lick it down. Like, the play, I was like, oh, I need to get to another one. Unfortunately, so close. Not today, folks. Not taking that win. Good game. Gotta love it. You know what I think I should have done is not throw the body slam so I can get in an extra lick or two. You know, but you live and you learn. All right, another darn Swampert. Okay, sounds good to me. So they're going to be shielding theirs up right away. They want to hold on to that health. They do not want anything in the back to see it, or they have a strategy. They want to hold on to it. Maybe they know I have a Metagross here. This team is kind of known. And we're going to be going out into a Snorlax and swap right into our Conkeldurr here. Beautiful. We're letting this body slam go through. We're not necessarily going to farm down. It's that's not happening, right? Because unless we want to burn all of our shields. So we're definitely going to shield this up. And then we're going to be getting this off here before they get off a body slam. I know they don't have much health left, but I don't want to waste two shields. One is good enough, and we have energy. Alright, so let's see what they're going to come in the battle with. It's going to be a Metagross. Perfect. We're going to be going for that Dynamic Punch. See, we even had enough energy to go for a Stone Edge if it was a Togekiss, and it does a lot of damage. We're retreating. Did you see that? How much health the Conkeldurr had? Pay attention to that, because watch what happens here. This is the last battle, folks, and this is what I'm talking about on how you're going to be able to do damage as you're throwing the Pokemon in. This isn't some new discovery. I've known this for a long time. It's actually kind of a little trick if you can exploit it. Actually...
Fire Nation is the main opposing force for majority of the Last Airbender story. And while they may have some of the most evil and insane characters out there, they also have some of the most gentle and understanding. That being said, they definitely have the most fun. From the fun trio of Azula's friends to the guidance of Zhang Zhang and Master Piandao. They have some of my favorite characters within the entire series, and I definitely had the most fun casting them. Now this is my third episode in recasting the Last Airbender series, so check out my first 2 episodes, which includes the main 4 characters, as well as the Earth Kingdom episode. This will be the second to last episode, meaning one more remaining. It will touch on some of the water and air characters, but there aren't a ton there, so let me know in the comments which of the last characters within the series you'd like me to tackle. Normally I don't do this, but I am so close to 100,000 subscribers, which has always been my goal, so please do hit that subscribe button. But today we are talking about the Fire Nation. Now we have a ton of characters to get through today, but there are just so many I didn't want to cut out. That being said, there are a few I did miss. Like I said in the last video, there's no possible way I can get to every character within the series. But still, today we're talking about Azula, Fire Lord Ozai, Ty Lee, Mei, Avatar Roku, Combustion Man, Zhang Zhang, Master Piandao, and my favorite all-time character within the series, Uncle Iroh. So let's recast The Last Airbender. First up, we have the crazy princess herself, Azula. She's a fun character, who with the right actor can really lean into that insane nature, without obviously being too hammy. Unlike the other actors I've casted, I believe Azula definitely needs to be aged up. In The Last Airbender, although she's 14, I always felt like she was much older. Plus, I did cast an older Zuko, so it naturally would make sense. Still, we are looking for an actress who is roughly in her 20s. I think that commanding evil presence is obviously needed for Azula, but also one who can translate to almost demented towards the end of the series. I actually went with a lesser known actress here, so she really can transform to just being Azula on screen. That actress is Midori Francis. She may not look the most like the part, but she has the acting ability to pull this off. Like, check her out in The Birch.
My whole life, you took away my interests. Shut me up inside. I couldn't even look at you a certain way without being punished for it.
Lady, you don't understand.
You left me with nothing.
Let him go.
No hope. No dreams. No sanity. No love. And you wonder why I'm so full of pain.
She just has Azula's unsettling nature down. Her face just almost has an evil-looking quality to it. I also like the idea of her just being lesser known, so she can make this role her own. So Midori Francis as Azula.
Every tool for every guy that wants to look his best every day. King C. Gillette is a new, complete line of tools and care products curated by the most trusted naming groupie since 1901. King C. Gillette, your beard is our trade. These are your tools.
Followers Ty Lee and Mei. First up, Ty Lee.
People I love the most taken by the faulty brakes of a freightliner,
Your family was still gone.
as are the men responsible.
He can do those large speeches backed by anger.
In their hearts, they know their husbands and fathers gave their lives in pursuit of the last dream of a great genius.
He can do everything this role needs and service the character. He can lean into that humor as we've seen in the MCU.
That was oddly satisfying.
We've seen him hold his own in action, like these scenes from Deadly Class. He also has that larger frame and that unassuming look to him, which we should really have in Season 1. But he also looks and feels just a little bit like he's past his prime, and that he could have been really something commanding earlier on. I think he could also get in shape for Season 3 and really bring it home.
No one steps foot in this sanctum. No one.
The biggest thing that I think Benedict Wong can bring to this role is that he would service the character. He wouldn't just play himself. He would transform into Iroh. So Benedict Wong as Iroh. So there are my choices for the Fire Nation. Let me know in the comments below what you choose for these roles, as well as which roles you'd like me to tackle next. As always, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows of all time. The show somehow handles being fun, dark, hilarious, and moving all at the same time. You know, everything the live action film wasn't. Either way, we're getting another live action adaptation of the series. This one is helmed by Netflix. It's hard to believe it's actually going to capture that lightning in a bottle that was the original show. Today I'm going to be recasting the characters from The Last Airbender for that live action adaptation, but one that is more representative of that original show. So not changing the humor, making the show darker and more edgy, or even changing up those characters. But before we start, I need to explain the world we're setting up. One of the many, many faults of the Shyamalan film is its casting. Its horrendous treatment of the characters, but also its whitewashing. A lot of people online want a live-action Last Airbender, which is consistent with the show, meaning mainly Asian actors. Although I somewhat agree, to make everyone Asian isn't what I want to do. Instead, I want to kind of base those nations in reality. They have different cultures and geographic areas, so why not play into that? I want each nation to feel different and bring attention to a different race within the world itself. So therefore, I'm going to be casting actors who obviously look like the characters themselves, but also that ethnicity that I feel that fits in the world. Although it isn't a perfect translation, the air nomads, they have taken a lot of their designs and concepts from the Buddhist and Tibetan monks, while the water tribe should be based in Inuit culture and people from Aboriginal descent, since they reflect the lifestyle and their culture, as well as their darker skin. As for the Earth Kingdom and the Fire Nation, they both seem to be derived from Japanese and Chinese culture. The Earth Kingdom seems to lean more to Chinese, but their culture is very diverse depending on where you are in the nation, so it matters a little bit less. While the Fire Nation, their culture and imperial nature seems to be rooted in tradition, so it kind of fits well with Japan. That being said, it's not as clear as a divide as the others, and that we're looking for actors that roughly fall into these categories, and that are from these places. But as always, race shouldn't be the